So we're back again today with another video for everyone, and we're not going to do too much fancy tricks today. This is just going to be a down and dirty quick video because I'm very excited to unbox and start using this device. I can't believe I finally was able to get my hands on it. We're not going to waste any time. Let's do some housekeeping first. So this video here today is being recorded with the rear facing 12 megapixel camera on the regular Samsung Galaxy S7. It is being recorded in 720p 30 frames per second with no external microphone hooked up. So as always, please let me know what you think of the overall video quality as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below. Okay, all feedback is greatly appreciated. That being said, today what I have for everyone is my unboxing and first impressions of the Samsung Galaxy S8 Active. Alright, as you can see on the table, I'm a big fan of the Active series. I have the S6, I have the S7, and this one completes the series, in my opinion, with the S8 Active. Okay, and I'm also going to show everyone what price I was able to pick this bad boy up for. Now, I picked this up from a very good seller that I use often. I think it was called Cellular or Eagle Cellular. Let me make sure I get that right. Alright, because I took a screenshot here. Yes, it was Eagle Cellular, as you can see right there. And you can see the price that I picked it up for. So I got this for $164 flat. And you can see it is in, let me show you here, used good condition. Alright, and I gotta tell y'all, I use Eagle Cellular a lot, and they really do sell some really good used condition devices. Prime example, I picked up the other Active series devices from Eagle Cellular as well, and they are one of the companies on Amazon that if I have to buy a used device, they're one of the companies that I look for because they really do quality work when they refurbish and resell their used devices. So I can always recommend Edge Cellular, and I'll leave the link to the buy link for the S8 Active from them down below. I think they have like 7 left in stock, so y'all better jump on that as fast as possible. Now, some of y'all may be wondering, yo, E, why you pick this up? Well, as I said, I'm a very, very big fan of the Active lineup. I've actually had all of the Active lineup of devices. I had the S4, I had the S5, I have the S6 here, the S7, and then this is the last one here with the S8 Active. Now, I never did any videos on the S4 Active, didn't really like that device too much. The S5 Active I had a couple of them and they broke. So you know what, didn't really finish coverage on that device either. But I really do love the S6, S7, and the S8 Active. And in my opinion, I feel as though Samsung should have never killed the Active lineup, okay? Now, I feel like they should have brought out the Active lineup all the way up to current gen, and they should have made it available across all the carriers. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Active series of devices for many years was exclusive to AT&T, and it's only during the last generation, the S8 Active, that it then became available on T-Mobile and AT&T, but it was never globally unlocked. All right. Anyways, let's go. Just a little bit of backstory here, so y'all can see. Similar to all the other Edge Cellular unboxings, we got a plain white box here. Cracking the box, because I did remove all the tapes and seals. You can see we're greeted with the device inside of this nice protective bubble plastic here. We also have an Amazon USB-A to USB-C cable. Alright, I'm going to rest that over here. And we also have a basic Amazon, as you can see right here. If I don't hold it upside down, we have a basic Amazon wall brick, as you can see right there. Okay, if that's out of focus, I'll take a nice picture for y'all. But basic Amazon branded wall brick. And then here we have the device. So let's take this out. Now, all I've done before pushing record on this video, let me take this box out of here, is I charged the device to 100. Okay. Then I just did a basic inspection of the device. So I checked out the body, I checked out the display, I fired it up, I went through the initial setup, I didn't sign into anything, I dropped it out to the main home screen because I know some of you guys and gals like to see the initial storage and the initial apps that come on devices out of the box. So that's all I've really done. Now, real quickly before we dive into taking a first look at the device, let's go ahead and run through some initial specifications, all right? So the S8 Active here has a rear-facing primary 12 megapixel camera. I believe it's a 12.2 megapixel camera. It has a max video recording of up to 4K 30 FPS, and it could do slow motion video at 120 frames per second and 240 frames per second. It does have an always active capacitive fingerprint sensor right here. Okay. And we have our heart rate and flash sensors right here, as you can see. On the bottom, we have one bottom firing primary speaker, USB Type-C port here, which does support Samsung Quick Charge version 2.0, which I believe was built on top of Quick Charge 2.0. All right. Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0. We do have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on the S8 Active as well. And as y'all can see, we do have very nice reinforced corners with really nice buttons here. So very smooth buttons here. Very nice. Very durable. We do still have a stick up there. Now, in terms of the internals here, this bad boy supports one nano SIM and one dedicated micro SD card, which you can make adaptable, expandable storage. There's just a certain way you have to do it on Samsung devices. All right, flipping it to the front here, we do have a 5.8 inch 2K display. Okay, and we have an 8 megapixel front facing camera and an IR scanner up there so y'all can see. All right. Now, in terms of the software on this one, and also in terms of the front-facing camera, the front-facing camera can record in up to 2K 30 FPS. So the rear-facing camera goes up to 4K 30 FPS, and the front-facing camera goes up to 2K 30 FPS. All right. Now, in terms of the software, let me fire this up for y'all so you can see. I don't have anything in here, so you can see no SIM card. It's not even, I haven't even signed into the Wi-Fi. So just for reference purposes, if I hit here, it wants me to sign into my Google account, but I do need a Wi-Fi connection or a data connection to do that. Now, this device, unlike the other two devices are GSM unlocked, so they will work on AT&T and T-Mobile. This S8 Active here is locked exclusively to AT&T. So I do need to put my AT&T SIM card in here if I want to fully test it, okay? So, you know, because I figured why hunt down a GSM unlocked version? This device can get really expensive because it's kind of rare, and I already have an AT&T SIM card, so I figured I could just get the AT&T version. It's okay if it's AT&T locked, it's not a problem. And we just went with that. So now, jumping back in, you can see we do have pretty much, we are running Android 9.0 on top of One UI 1.1. So it doesn't have the latest and greatest version of Android, but it's fairly close, and you do get a fairly modern version of Samsung's One UI. Let me adjust the brightness here a little bit so it's easier to see. There we go. That looks a little bit better, and it's not overexposing on camera. So there you go. So we are running One UI version 1.1 on here, and here you go. Now, as I've said, I haven't done anything to the device, so let's go ahead and take a look at the stock applications. And if we swipe over here, it wants me to connect to a network so we can sign into the Bixby feed. Not going to do all that. But then right here, you can see we have our basic stock applications: Play Store, camera, Samsung browser, messages, coming over, email, calendar, gallery. It comes with Amazon shopping pre-installed, and it comes with all the AT&T applications pre-installed. So you can see my AT&T on there as well. Then if we swipe up, here are the rest of the applications. So YouTube, Maps, all the Google applications are here. It comes with Facebook pre-installed there, as you can see. And then here are the AT&T applications. So there's all the AT&T applications that it comes with. Now, once I sign into any type of network, it will download the rest of the AT&T applications. And pretty much, if you can't uninstall them, you can always hide them. So a quick little pro tip there. And if you wanted to hide applications, let's say you didn't know how, if you long press on the home screen, you go into home screen settings here, and then down at the bottom, it says hide applications. Now, any application that you uncheck from here will be hidden from the main software. Now, you do want to keep in mind, if that's an application that you do want to go back and use, you do need to come back in here and unhide it if you want to go back and use it. But if it's an application that you can't uninstall and you know you're not going to use it, just come in here using that little shortcut I just showed you and check it and hide it. All right. So any AT&T exclusive apps that I don't use, that I can't uninstall, I will go ahead and hide and or disable. All right. So I just wanted to show y'all that as well. And then also in the home screen settings, this is where we can do a few things. So we can adjust the home screen size. So I like to keep it as big as possible. So we're going to put it on 5:6. Hit apply. That's good. And then also you can adjust your grid for the applications. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on 5:6 as well. That's for your app drawer. So now you can see the app drawer is on 5:6, and it has all of the apps on one page, and you can folder those apps as well. And then also, if you jump in here to the home screen settings, you can lock your home screen configuration, and you can turn on the swipe down for notification shade. And as you can see, I did turn that on. So you can see if I swipe down here, it's going to bring up my notification shade. Swipe up, it's going to bring up my app drawer. And then also I wanted to show y'all, here are all the Samsung applications that come on the device by default. Okay, so all your basic Samsung stuff is here. And if you have Samsung headphones, it will automatically download the Samsung wearable application once you sign into your Samsung account. Now, as I said, I haven't signed into anything. So I haven't signed into my Google account. I haven't signed into my Samsung account. Haven't done any of that. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the initial storage that comes on this bad boy out of the box. So jumping into settings here, we do have to go to the device care. And then we're going to let this scan through. And then we're going to click on storage. Okay. So you can see here, it's going to scan again. And then you can see out of the box with no applications installed, this is a 4 gig of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage device with micro SD card expansion. And you can see out of the box, the main system without anything being installed is using up 12.3 gigabytes, leaving us with 51.7 gigabytes free. And you can see, just so you can see right there, I don't have anything installed. Okay? So nothing is installed. Now it does come with some stock Samsung Music on board. Okay? I might just uninstall that or erase that. Don't really care for those. But you can see nothing else is on the device. Alright? And in terms of the RAM, if we click on the RAM here, do a quick RAM check, you can see that the system is taking up about 2 gigs. Then we have about 1.4 gigs free, and then it has in reserve about 700 gigs. So all in all, it totals up to roughly a little bit below 4 gigs, as you can see there. And it's telling us we are using right now 1.9 gigs out of the 4 gigabytes, as you can see right there. So I just wanted to verify that this is a 4 gigabyte RAM device. And you can see I did do a battery optimization check, and it's coming back that the battery is in excellent health, so 99%. Not exactly 100% because, as I said, this is a used, good condition device, so it's not brand new. So I wasn't expecting the battery to be at 100%. And we'll do some testing, and I'll see what the actual battery capacity is at as I use this device. Now, let me tell y'all one thing before we wrap the video up here. This was picked up to be another production device. So what does that mean? Unless you guys and gals want it, I will not be putting this through the full review process unless you comment down below. Yes, please put it through the full review process. I won't be putting it through the full review process. This was specifically purchased for production purposes. So right now, I've been producing video with the regular S7 here, the S6 active, the S7 active, and I wanted to complete the set and use the S8 active, okay? So you guys let me know via the comments whether y'all want to see a full review on this one like I've done with the other two. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and set it up as if I'm going to use it for production purposes, all right? So I'm going to put all of my video production applications on it, put all of my social media accounts on it, because I produce and publish and share all from the device. So I have everything that I use for production purposes and sharing purposes all on my production devices. So if you guys don't want a regular review, I'm going to set it up for production purposes. All right. That being said, that pretty much does it for this one. I do want to apologize if it was a little bit longer than usual. I'm just super pumped and I didn't want to have to do a bunch of crazy editing. So I just wanted to get this one done like we would traditionally do it. So raw, might throw in some music, call it a day. As always, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed the video. I hope you guys and gals found it helpful. If you did enjoy the video and or you found it helpful, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. Also, if you would like to see more content like this, please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. That being said, if you do enjoy the content, please share the videos. Tell your friends, tell your family, anybody that's looking for electronics or recommendations on headphones, tablets, smartphones, you name it, share it. I'll be more than happy to give my recommendation based on the price points that you're looking for. Now, keep in mind that I do only answer questions in a timely fashion. That's one thing that I promised myself that I will always do for you guys. So if you want the most speediest response, you do need to ask an actual question. The way I have my YouTube account set up is that it flags any potential questions and throws them in my inbox. Okay, so not only do I get notified via the YouTube application or via the YouTube Studio application, but it also sends me an email when questions are posted. So if you want the quickest response from me possible, please make sure you post a question. And as always, make sure it's a real question, y'all, and keep it respectful, please. Okay? All right. Anyways, as I said before, I hope everyone's having a great day. Hope you guys and gals are staying safe out there. And I will catch everyone in my next video. We are out of here. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.